So after last night's social, we have a short presentation from our very own steampunk, Davies.
Coincidentally, we have the Steampunk Festival in Lincoln, where I live, every August bank holiday. But yeah, I'm only wearing my hat because I've had so many free T-shirts and stuff from the conference that I haven't got any room to put anything else in my bag. And I'm hoping that I corrected all changed big K's to little K's and stuff like that. I didn't know if you noticed that because I was a little bit blurry-eyed when I wrote this, but there we go. Hey, so after last night's great visit to the museum with a fantastic steam engine, we were sat in the bar afterwards and we had a little bit of a chat about life, the universe and steam engines, and this is basically the distillation of the conversation as it went last night, and it's only a very short. And as a headliner, it's a proposal for a 3,500 square metres data centre in Sheffield. So, kind of a bit blurred, but obviously this is what we were looking at last night. Everybody was in awe of it, and the conversation started when I said, "How much power does that thing drive out?" And it was noted earlier somewhere, but of course it's 12,500 horsepower. And thinking, well, okay, well, I wonder what sort of, if you were converting that to electricity, what would that be? And Remco came up with his phone and said this is the conversion rate, and it gave us 9 megawatts of power, which if we were to run for 1 minute, that represents 150 kilowatt hours. And if we were driving that using coal, then the coal calorific efficiency at that 5.56 kilowatt hours per kilogram at 100% efficiency gives us 30 kilograms of coal. But of course, it isn't 100% efficiency, and we figured it was a 20% efficiency, being old technology, and we gave it 20%. So that was 150 kilograms. And obviously, today's coal-fired plants are more efficient, we are told. Now then, from a data center perspective, then if we assume 1.5 to 1.8 kilowatts per square meter, and taking the PUE, a good PUE of less than 1.3, then that's the power needs would be around 2.5 kilowatts a square meter. So the River Don steam engine, which drives 12,000 horsepower, drives 9,000 kilowatts, is roughly 3,600 square meters of data center on 150 kilograms of coal. Or if you were using natural gas, that would be around 37 cubic meters of natural gas. So, I mean, this is a lightning talk. In conclusion, we could build a 3,600 square meter data center in the middle of Sheffield, powered by the steam engine. I mean, the location, as far as we could see, had everything it needed. It had beer and it had pies and power. And I recognize this is an incomplete proposal, and there are some issues that would need addressing, like backup generator and so on. Where do you store the coal? Although walking through Sheffield to get there, you'd notice big areas with huge piles of bricks. So there's clearly enough still bomb sites left in Sheffield that they could turn into coal bunkers. And I guess we haven't really addressed things like connectivity. But I'm sure, and I didn't notice whether there was Wi-Fi at the venue last night, but I'm sure we could, between us, come up with a solution for that. And again, I hear someone from the audience already saying, but you've not given us any headroom for surges, etc., for that 9 megawatts and 3,600 square meters. So, you know, if you're really finicky about it, you could reduce the number of square meters that you use, or have a word with Roy, or whatever his name was, the bloke with the oil thing at the top, driving the engine last night. I'm sure he could squeeze a bit more than 12,000 horses out of it if he really put his mind to it. That's it, thank you. If you want to ask questions, feel free. You won't necessarily get a sensible answer, but, but this is the last talk of the...
Can I suggest that it's fully SDN enabled, which is steam-defined networking?
Just one quick question. What happens when it goes into reverse?
I guess you have to have two-phase electricity. Okay.